Okay, you Kettlebell Maniacs, we are on day 9. Woo! Yeah, day 9. So, I hope you guys are enjoying these workouts. I've been recording all these during the COVID period of time in our world, so I know things could be discombobulating. I don't even know if that's a word. But it could be, some of us might not either have work, our normal work, or we might be working from home. But I just want to encourage you guys to stick to your disciplines. So I think that's super important to help us get through this and come out on the other side, maybe even healthier. So what do I mean by that? Disciplines as in if you have a normal time that you work out, or maybe you weren't working out before this, but now you have more time. So that's maybe why you're doing these videos. Just to make sure you get those in, maybe try to set up some kind of a structure to your day. So if you normally would wake up at 7 a.m. for work, I would encourage you to still try to stick pretty close to that and still hit your workout time as you would normally have done. If you have more time on your hands, why not do one of these workouts in the morning, and then later in the afternoon, maybe go for a bike ride or a run, or even get your kettlebell out and maybe practice some swings, practice some Turkish get-ups, or just simply do some extra work, maybe some shoulder presses, maybe some extra deadlifts. It's a great time just to kind of get our diet and our health and our fitness dialed in. A lot of us have more time than before, and we can't really go to restaurants or spend our money on a bunch of stuff. So it's a great time to try out a diet change perhaps too. Anywho, I'll get off the soapbox. I appreciate you guys all watching the channel here, and today's workout's gonna be super cool. So I'm just looking at it here on the board. We are gonna be today we're gonna be starting and finishing with some kettlebell swings, and in the middle there we're gonna work through some intervals of 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We're gonna hit the hamstrings a little bit, hit the core and the shoulders. So let me know how you guys like this workout, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. All right. Okay, so today's workout is actually going to start and finish with 5 sets of 10 kettlebell swings, but I'm just going to show you guys the middle section first and talk about the swings at the end. So in the middle, we're going to be working through 4 stations of 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So this first movement here is a 4-way plank. So I'm starting in a plank from the hands and then going down to the elbows, and then pressing back up to the hands, keeping that midline nice and tight so we don't want to have any slouching in the low back. From there, we're going to go into the V-up, another core exercise here. Also, a little bit of coordination involved here. So straight legs and straight arms is ideal, and then trying to touch toes right over the hips there, the best you can, getting up on the glutes at the top of the movement, big squeeze at the top. If that's a little too tricky, we could go ahead and bend the knees and kind of think of bringing the knees towards the chest, just like here in the video. That's a great way to modify the movement. Next, we're going to go into the single leg deadlift. So we worked on deadlift yesterday and talking about that hinge from the hip. Let's think about that today. Squeezing those shoulders back, standing tall, holding the bell with both hands, and then I'm going to balance on one foot and kick one leg back, keeping that back perfectly flat. And I'm going to really focus on trying to find tension in the hamstrings, keeping that bell close to my legs, as you can see on the way down. And I'm only going as far as my body will allow me to go without bending my back or rounding my back at all. So just make sure you focus on that flat back, keeping those shoulders squeezed. It's 30 seconds of work, so switch about 15 seconds into the other foot and just try to keep quality with those reps. Okay, last movement on that middle section is the Z press with the bottom up hold. So I'm going to hold the bell with the bottom facing the ceiling right in the middle of the handle. This requires a lot of stability and a lot of control. It's great for the wrist, elbows, shoulder stability. It's also very challenging. So if you don't have a light enough bell, you could go ahead and just do a press seated on the ground like so. The Z press basically means I'm sitting on the floor with my legs out in front of me. It just requires more core stability. I could also scale just like I'm going to do here in the video with a regular rack position and then press from there. So if I don't have a light enough bell for the bottom up hold, I could go ahead and do a regular press, keeping that core tight and a strong lockout at the top. And that is our bottom up Z press. After we finish the 4 sets in the middle, we're going to go ahead and hit our last 5 sets of the kettlebell swing. I wanted to do 5 by 10 so that we can make each 10 as explosive and as perfect as possible. So if you have a heavier bell, this might be a time to grab it and work through those 10 reps. And I think that's it, guys. Have a good one. Okay, that's today's workout. So in the description, I'll type in the full workout details. And I hope you guys enjoy this one. Just make sure today, let's really focus on, and let's do this always actually, quality and controlled reps. So we want full range of motion always. If we can't seem to get full range of motion, it just means that we need to teach ourselves, we need to practice. Maybe we need to work on some stretching to help us get into these different positions that challenge us. So every day, let's try to just get a little bit better, stay healthy out there, and enjoy today's workout. I'll see you tomorrow for day 10.